Hi, this is Sonsonmushi, and this is going to be a sort of twin flame energy check-in reading. I was going to do that first, but this video I'm going to start with just sort of seeing how the other person is doing, our twin flame. For many of us that would be the divine masculine, but at the end of the day it doesn't matter too much if it's divine masculine, divine feminine. Just know this is sort of intended for the other person. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this is all about the other person, and then I think I'll either make a different video or I'll do the check-in part next. Usually with the check-in readings, what I like to do is like how we are doing, how we think about the connection, feel about the connection, and what we're seeing with the connection, and then on the other end is like how they're thinking about the connection, feeling about the connection, and seeing and whatnot. But honestly, I had some feelings today where I was wondering just how are our twin flames doing in general. Basically, I got sort of worried, but worried regardless of how the connection itself is doing, because I understand that it's a twin flame connection, and you know, I matter and they matter, and I love them, they love me, and all that stuff. But even so, there's clearly some challenges going on, and while I'm sure the connection is important to them, and stuff like that, because the connection is important to me, there have been a lot of things going on in my life. So this is for if you guys are kind of wondering what's going on in your twin flame's life. And so I'm doing a bit of the chakra reading, actually. So right down here is the root chakra, and then this is the sacral chakra. And I think I'm going to be doing a bit of a process to see where they are, where they are at, and where they're going to possibly sort of be at. So I'm just getting all the chakras out there. This is root, sacral, solar plexus. This one, you can guess, is heart. Because it's green, very love-based. Yeah, seems good. And then red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So this is throat chakra. Oh, and sorry, go ahead and click the timestamp if you would like to just get to the start of the reading. So I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. This might just be like Divine Masculine Check-In sort of thing. So let's see, this is a whole lot of cards. How many cards is this? Depending on the number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As well as one other card. Not sure if I should take this. I'm gonna reshuffle. Just because I really am not sure. Alright. Yeah, throat chakra wants a lot for some reason. That's funny. Ends up getting 8 cards anyways. Yeah, so Spirit did want that many cards. I don't know why. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And then I'm going to take this as purple. This is the third eye chakra. One, 2, 3. And this is also getting an odd number of cards. And then crown chakra. Some messages from Spirit that they've been getting to kind of go through all of this. So, wow. Alright. So let's start with root chakra. So before they did go through a major transformation. I think in the twin flame check-in reading, we got this. So in their 3D space, a big shift occurred. So what they were seeing is different. So whether that's who they're around, what they're doing, what their schedule's like, this is a root chakra. So root chakra is what we're manifesting and what's keeping us grounded. Sacral chakra, about their desire, where that was at, was with indecision. They had a desire, but they were not making a decision on this. And I'm going to have to pause. I just got a message from a friend, so 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, the sacral chakra, that is the chakra of desires, of feelings, emotions. So they were left with the Two of Swords, having to make a decision. And then with the solar plexus chakra, this will probably indicate a lot with how they acted. The devil, so they were trapped, they were bound to certain things. This might make it difficult to make decisions. It is good that root chakra has this great change, but it does look like the chakras above it are still going to be like cycling things out. So in terms of making action, they were stuck with certain energies, with the devil's energy. Their heart chakra, though, is manifesting. So their heart is manifesting things for themselves, basically, which is pretty positive in terms of what it was they were manifesting. I can clarify with my Uno deck, one-piece Uno deck. So, well, Spirit is saying their heart manifested some things, and it's going to play out in the future. I'll just flip one card. It does seem to have to do with us. I mean, it's love. It does have to do with an offer of love, so that makes sense. So their heart is working on manifesting this, but in terms of actually taking action and getting that down, manifested to the root chakra, into the 3D, that seems like it's going to take some time when there's the devil as a blockage and the Two of Swords as a blockage, as well as a major transformation in the root chakra. When we're transforming and going through many changes, it's difficult to make swift decisions sometimes. So that is our heart chakra, and then here is the throat chakra, communication, so this will be good. Ace of Cups and 10 of Swords. Okay, so they want to communicate their love, but they were in a lot of pain. They were going through a death cycle. So communicating this, it seems like it wasn't going to be something they can do. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, no, that's a little dark of an example, but basically like, you can't really speak when you've got a lot of swords in your back and like in your throat and everything, you know? You're in a lot of pain, so it's difficult to speak when that's what's in your throat chakra. So, yes, they wanted to communicate this love they're feeling, but also, if they were to communicate that, they'd also have to be able to communicate in general and communicate this pain that they were cycling out and getting to the bottom of. And so with their third eye, what is it that they know with their wisdom? They do know what their wishes are, that they want to manifest their desires. Of course, they like through their inner wisdom and inner knowing, they do know what decision they wanted to make. But we can see through the chakras that was going to be a challenge. And that they wanted to express their emotions and go with the flow of emotions. So this is the past of how they've been doing, and the spirit guidance through crown chakra is that they are a shining light and that they definitely deserve this. So they've been getting a lot of messages from spirit that they are quite beautiful, that this love is something they deserve, that they do deserve to heal through this and get those swords out of their back and to take back their power from the devil energy that they gave it to, and to fully heal. Spirit definitely seems to have given them messages that they deserve to shine and succeed and thrive and to heal and to balance out their yin and their yang. So that was the guidance through spirit that was helping them through all this. So there definitely seems like they were going through a lot. And then this is the present energy, I would say, or the more after that energy, the sun. That's good. In their 3D space, they seem to be experiencing a lot of positive experience. I just said experience twice, but yeah, through a major transformation, through Brooke, through death, they get Chopper, this very fun-loving, optimistic surrounding. So they see the world quite positively at this point, and then once again, though, their sacral chakra now has the Five of Swords. Their desire feels like it's a trick, maybe, that this positive energy isn't a thing for some reason, is the energy I get from that. I might need a clarifier on this now, on the Five of Swords. Spirit, is there a card you can help me with the Five of Swords? If not, I can get more intuitive and meditate and whatnot. But if you want to give me a quick, helpful nudge. The Page of Cups. This does seem to have to do with you. I feel like what they're feeling through their sacral chakra is a lose-lose situation for some reason. Even though in the 3D everything's quite great, everything's really good, somehow in the 3D space, the partnership between you two seems to be powerful and positive. That's what's being shown in the root chakra. But in their feelings, their sacral chakra, their desire, I almost hear that they're feeling deceived or tricked. Just because the Two of Swords and Five of Swords add to the Seven of Swords, and that's the card of deception. So perhaps their desires and their emotions still don't really quite understand. Their desires want a certain outcome, but their desires keep getting a different outcome. So I'm sorry, it's a little bit funny, but it's a lot more serious, I'm sure. So the solar plexus chakra, the action chakra, seems to have to do with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is taking action out of nurture, out of patience. This is an earthly energy. With this in mind, the Ten of Swords, I feel like you make it difficult for them to take action. Maybe the way they see you seems almost too good to be true. It's actually an energy that I've gotten before, but the Ten of Swords, it's not like necessarily that, but it's like maybe they've had a lot of experiences in the past where people were giving and kind and stuff, but at the end of it resulted in some sort of loss. So what they're seeing in terms of wanting to take action is that they see you are different than the past circumstances, but their past circumstances they are stuck to and still hurting even in this present moment, I would say, with the Ten of Swords coming out again. But it is nice that came from the throat chakra and has made it down to the solar plexus chakra. It seems that they feel this is going to be a lose-lose because they have all this pain. So I think they feel that if they were to take action, someone is going to get hurt. I think they fear that it is you who is going to get hurt. And in turn themselves would get hurt because they are already hurting. With the root chakra, it sure seems like that's just not even the case. That the outcome is actually a lot more positive than they would think. But let's see what their heart chakra is saying. Their feelings, now the Two of Swords is up in their heart chakra. Their heart needs to listen to their intuition, but it's not. So that's the message I get from that. Throat chakra. Now this is interesting with all these cards. Get the Eight of Swords. With their words, they're stuck. They have no words. they're manifesting. They're manifesting a way out of this. They're manifesting a way to communicate. So it was really interesting because I did this chakra reading trying to like kind of just like see how they're doing in general, but it once again seems to cycle back into the twin flame connection. But I think this is all in general as well, you know, like with their surroundings, but it's hard for me to see their surroundings. I really am just seeing a lot of the twin flame connection. So, throat chakra, they're manifesting a way out of this situation. They're finding a way to communicate with you and with others. And then third eye, what is their inner wisdom? This is a very positive card for the third eye chakra. They are learning to use their intuition. So their heart, actually, on the contrary of what I said, is trying to use their intuition. Their heart is trying to rely on the third eye, but they realize they need to really practice it and figure it out, sorta, and keep growing with that journey. Also, the third eye, they're getting a lot of very beautiful messages, so a lot of good stuff, a lot of healing wisdom, and how to implement this into the 3D. It seems like they, before, like in previous readings I had done, did not know how they were going to communicate or how they were going to come into union and things like that, but it sure looks like their third eye is showing a lot of that. Their throat chakra is learning that, their heart chakra is getting there, and then their solar plexus and sacral chakra are still cycling out pain, so their actions, their feelings, they're still figuring that out. So, crown chakra. Now they got dragonfly. So Spirit has been giving them messages about breaking through illusions. As well as, wow. So dragonfly and swan are like best friends in the spirit world. So I find that very interesting. I forget what the keyword to swan even is. I know dragonfly's keyword is illusion, but I don't know what swans is. So I'm going to open up my book real quick. It's grace. Yeah, so Spirit is giving them messages and visions about what could be for the future, I would say. Spirit is giving them messages on how to break through illusions and how to see things for what they truly are. See the beauty for what it truly is. Oh yeah, beauty. So that's really cool. And now I see how that carries down into the third eye. So they get that, and then when they get it close to the third throat chakra, and they're like, okay, I get an idea of how I want to communicate this. Then it gets to their heart chakra, and then their heart chakra, I feel that the devil's energy is still carried in there. They've got a caged heart. They're holding on with a lot of great strength because they have a lot of pain that they're sort of holding on to in some aspects. But it's very admirable, because when you have a lot of strength like that, because of how much pain you have, it's a lot to go through, to say the least. So Spirit is telling them to keep going at their own pace with the High Priestess of Earth. It's interesting, we got water, so their third eye is giving them wisdom on, okay, you should go with your feelings. And then in the present, they're saying, okay, also go with the earth, go with healing, make sure you feel good, and that you're continuing this transformation cycle through the 3D world, which I'm seeing they're doing, and then that's where they're kind of at right now. So that's nice. This isn't as scary as I thought. So that's really cool. So they seem to be doing pretty good. So their root chakra is in the Ten of Pentacles in the future. That is a card of community, of commitment, of coming together, family, stuff like that. Sacral chakra, justice, balance. So the balancing out the scales, actually going with their desires is what I hear with that. I'll pull a clarifier, the High Priestess. Using their third eye with their desires, bringing an idea from spirit all the way down to the sacral chakra and out through the root. So that looks pretty promising to me. Solar plexus, taking actions out of divine timing, out of being in alignment, out of hope, making a decision, taking action that they want to take. So that's pretty good. Heart chakra is the death, the transformation, release. So I feel this is relevant to the devil's energy that kind of shows itself in a few ways throughout this reading. So their transformation, it's like their 3D world went through a transformation, and now it's like their heart is catching up with that transformation in the future. So that's interesting too. That's really good. Their throat chakra, moving to smoother waters. So to me, this is moving away from the 10 of Swords that kept coming up. From the 5 of Swords, from all the swords, they're moving to smoother waters, going somewhere where they can bridge a communication. I feel this is to you. This is a person swimming or boating, whatever, to this person who's doing really good in this garden, doing really good independently. But it is also speaking and communicating about how they are doing and how you are doing and stuff like that. And then the 8 of Cups. Yeah, these are all... So these are cards about stepping away and moving towards something much more fulfilling. They want to communicate that they have stepped away from something of the past. If I were to clarify on the 8 of Cups, so the 8 of Cups can be a little bit spooky, sure, but overall, I always trust it. This is, yeah, Spirit is saying this is something about their clarity, their understanding that the cups they had before were imbalanced, and they wanted to pursue something more fulfilling for the self, the Ace of Cups that they were feeling for themselves. So I think they realized, I'm gonna leave these cups behind. They were causing me a lot of pain, and I'm gonna pursue that new love, that Ace of Cups. With this Ace of Swords, it's definitely seeming to be relevant towards walking towards us and communicating this in the direction of us, twin flames. So the third eye chakra seems to be, this is justice. And if you guys remember, I was saying how this was about carrying down an idea from spirit all the way down to the root. It's interesting, we got justice again in the third eye. So definitely I feel that as a message of, yep, they're getting an idea all the way through their 7 chakras. So their chakras seem to have done a lot of healing and balancing just with whatever they're doing. So that's good. Individuality, they're learning through their inner wisdom. They got to be themselves, to trust that by being themselves is going to work itself out, and to take movement, to really actually take action through this. So, Spirit has been teaching them a lot, and Spirit has been sending them messages for in the future. Spirit's sending them messages for joy, and things of that nature. So that's really exciting. This seems to be where they are at. That's really good to hear, because I was actually very worried that they weren't doing so hot. But as I also was wondering about that, it turns out a lot of that was just coming from my own self and my own challenges. And I actually had learned a lot about that in the last several hours, especially when I took a nap and I was sleeping. That's the end of the video, guys. Love and light. Peace out. But yeah, at the end, I was sleeping and I was just thinking about, like, pretty much to end feeling hurt or feeling like there are challenges. Instead of feeling those things, I thought, well, why not just be healed and feel good and reach out and things of that nature. And through doing that, a lot of anxieties came up, not necessarily because of them, but because of everything through my own situations. I might have to let my dog in, But yeah, anyways, that is the Divine Masculine and the Chakra reading for how they are doing right now. Seems to be doing pretty good. I'm gonna let my dog in, sending love and light. If you guys would like to support the channel through donations, very much appreciated. Oh, never mind, I heard the door open. Someone let her in. I have PayPal and Venmo, and I'm planning to get Cash App in the future. What? I thought I heard the door open. Guess not. So, yeah, those are all my messages. And if you would like a free reading or a donation-based reading... Okay, I hear the door opening. I don't understand what's going on. Because there's like several people home. Okay. But that's it. Love and light. Peace out. I'm going to do the Twin Flame check-in reading now.